Underwritten in part by the Alamo Drafthouse Cinema, a movie theater in Lubbock located on the corner of North Slide Road and Loop 289, combining film, food, and drink all in one seat. Reserved seating, movie schedules, and upcoming events are available at their box office or online at drafthouse.com/Lubbock.
You are listening to KTXT-FM Lubbock.
Hi, this is Jeremy from Giants Way Guns, and you're listening to the Raider 88.1.
Good morning, Lubbock. You're tuned into Good Morning Texas Tech here on the Raider 88.1, the best morning show to listen to on your daily morning commute. I'm your host, Ricky, and I'm here joined with a lovely cast of people this morning. Well, half of them. The other two are late, but they should be here earlier or later this morning. How about you guys introduce yourselves? And while you're at it, tell them your least favorite vegetable.
I'm Andrew Marks. My least favorite vegetable, I'd say it's a tie between broccoli and olives.
Ooh.
Okay, so I love olives. I'm Brandon Big Papi Medina. I am not a fan of cauliflower, man. Just not a fan.
Okay, and we have DG in the news booth, subbing in for Haylee.
Good morning.
This morning. What is your least favorite vegetable, DG?
Ones that are probably have gone bad.
Okay, well, mine's is the pickle. It is the bane of all human
I don't
existence.
understand.
I hate
don't.
pickles. I hate them. Absolutely hate them. We have Jamie, the unsung hero, running the board this morning. I'm just gonna guess and say hers is a tomato or something.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
All right.
It's technically a fruit.
All right. All right. Well, let's go ahead and kick it off to some news this morning. DG, take it away.
Thanks. This is DG with your KTXT News Update, filling in for the late Haylee Uptergrove. She's not dead. She's just late. A new poll shows Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump's lead over Hillary Clinton shrinking in Texas. The WFAA Survey USA poll, conducted between Monday and Wednesday, found Trump ahead of Clinton by only 4 percentage points, and that's within the margin of error. Trump was beating Clinton 47% to 43% in a state where the Republican nominee has won the past 2 presidential elections by double digits. The Secretary of State's office says a record 15 million Texans are registered to vote, and nearly 800,000 of them signed up since the March 1st primary. The figures were released yesterday, 2 days after the voter registration deadline. Secretary of State Carlos Cascos says registration is just the first step, and he encourages Texans to prepare now for this fall's election. A Dallas-based energy company is laying down a huge chunk of money for a stake in the Permian Basin oil reserves. RSP Permian announced yesterday that it will spend over $2 billion to buy Silver Hill Energy Partners, a company that says it controls 42,000 acres in the Delaware Basin. RSP says the Silver Hill area is prime production real estate and is considerably overpressured. Last month, Houston's Apache Oil Company announced a Permian discovery of more than 3 billion barrels of oil and 75 trillion cubic feet of natural gas. Finally, the Hobby family is buying Texas Monthly magazine for $25 million. The magazine's current owner announced yesterday it was selling the publication to Genesis Park, a Houston private equity firm controlled by Paul Hobby, the grandson of former Texas Governor William P. Hobby. MS Communications of Indianapolis has owned Texas Monthly for 18 years. It says the sale should be completed by early next month. The National Weather Service forecast for Lubbock and vicinity. Some patchy fog early this morning, then becoming partly cloudy, then sunny later this afternoon. Highs today in the upper 70s with southerly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, increasing somewhat later today. Mostly clear tonight, lows in the lower 60s, and sunny and warmer tomorrow. Highs Saturday in the upper 80s expected. Currently in Lubbock, light drizzle and fog, 59 degrees with the wind chill of 57. Now back to those crazy college students on Good Morning Texas Tech. You're on the Raider 88.1.
Thank you, DG. The artificial organic, not artificial, the organic
The
DG.
organic.
Yeah.
That wasn't the artificial DG this morning. But thanks so much for that lovely news and weather update. So you said that Donald Trump is apparently not in the leading poll, or Hillary Clinton is leading the polls this election. That's correct? That's correct. Yes.
Say that again.
That-
Ask your question again in the form of a question.
I did. I asked if you said that Hillary Clinton is leading the polls.
No, not
currently.
here in Texas. It's the opposite.
Oh, really? Okay. Wow.
A new poll shows Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump's lead over Hillary Clinton shrinking. It's shrinking, but he's still ahead, just barely, like 4 percentage points.
What
So
do you
it's-
what do you predict is
here
going
in
to happen?
Texas?
Yes.
I think Trump's going to lead here in Texas. But what's interesting is that it's so close, and I think that's what's giving a lot of politicos cause for concern. Is here in the richly red conservative state of Texas, you would think Trump would be leading by a landslide, but he's not. So and I think that's the case pretty much all over the country, especially in the South.
Why do you think that is?
I think there's great distaste. I don't want to get political talking about politics, but I think there's great distaste among both candidates. There's plenty of opposition on both sides, and you're going to see a lot of people switching parties. But I think, is there going to be a rise of a third party this year? I doubt it. It's historically our country's been a two-party system and is likely to remain that way. But I think a lot of people just don't like either candidate, and I would probably put myself in that category. So, that the race is so close suggests, I think, that there's great dissatisfaction among both parties, both candidates.
Right, and it seems our Facebook Live viewers have their opinions on this election. And off that, we are at Facebook Live for those of you who don't have a radio, or of those who can't tune in for whatever reason. There's no excuse anymore. We do have a Facebook Live up right now. That's KTXT, the Raider, 88.1. So, most people like to check their phones in the morning, so why, or Facebook, I know I do, so now there's literally no excuse anymore. You could literally just...
Zero.
Yeah, and it'll notify you when we go live, so now there's zero excuse, absolutely none.
Yeah, we have fun with it too. On those music breaks, we get to talk to the fans, talk to the audience, and have
That's
some
right.
back and forth.
Yeah, so we'll be able to talk to you guys not only through the radio, but through Facebook Live for those of you tuning in. So it's kind of like a little exclusive banter in between.
You
those
could do
who
a
are
Q&A
listening.
in between segments. So,
Right.
yeah, send us
So-
your questions or comments.
So let's go ahead and kick it off to some music. Come on through by Madeira. Keep it locked to the left, or keep it on Facebook Live. Don't go anywhere. Listening to GMTT.
Cowboys, Houston Texans, because Minnesota's on a bye, and 2 games to watch. And I'm just going to go over just like who's playing in the National League and American League Series.
Yeah.
And then Austin Matthews, the 4 of those.
Okay.
And then just Tech Athletics.
So what is up, Facebook?
What is up?
Hi, Mom.
Yeah.
So she says, hi, Ricky from North Carolina. So if she's still listening. Thanks, Mom, for all the support.
My mom's getting
Mama's
political
boy.
on here.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
Yeah.
My mom just said good morning, so I love you, Mom.
Yeah.
I miss you.
Here comes Mr. Andy Koke walking in about
Running
8 minutes
in.
late. It's
He
okay. It's
was
okay.
running.
It happens. It's whatever. But at least he's here to do his little shindig here. But anyways, Nick is going to be bringing us donuts here in a few.
Yeah,
No way.
that's exciting.
I think he is. I don't know. Earlier he said.
Mr.
Nick is the best, dude.
The one, the only Mr. Andy Koke, everybody.
Oh, hi. How about you
Yeah.
introduce yourself to everybody on Facebook, Mr. Andy Koke?
Hey guys, my name's Andy Koke. I'm about to do music news.
Ooh.
No.
Interesting.
That'll be
So we
fun.
got what, sports next or music news?
No, we got sports next, so it'll be off to you, Brandon.
Yeah, and then we do a discussion with everyone.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so
What
I
is our
probably won't know
discussion?
what's going on because I don't know anything about sports.
After I say it, you can choose. You can lead us in. You can talk about Cowboy stuff, because that's going to be the biggest one everybody can jump into.
Okay, we'll talk about Cowboys and Tech.
Sounds good.
About to get heated in here.
Where's Haylee, man?
I don't know.
She's fired.
I already told her.
Yeah.
For later.
Sweet.
Andy, are you gonna bring a cowboy shirt to Philly?
Me?
Yeah.
I could try.
Yeah.
I know I have my Cowboys hat.
Yeah.
There you go. That's all you need.
Alrighty, so dang. So what do you think Facebook thinks about the whole Cowboy situation, man?
You mean the audience? Well, I
Yeah.
mean, seeing as that Texas is just like a large audience or a large fan base for the Dallas Cowboys, I think that's pretty much what they're headed towards.
Yeah.
At least
I feel
that's
like
my
everyone
opinion.
is against Jerry right now.
Yeah, I feel like Jerry Jones is. I mean, when has anybody ever been for Jerry though?
I've only seen...
I don't think Jerry Jones has a noodle. Like, I don't think he has a brain to think. I mean,
A noodle?
yeah. So
I think he kind of thinks.
I don't like Tony Romo. I don't want him to be our quarterback anymore.
Oh my God.
And the other guy, he's just has. I feel like we need somebody else.
All right,
Bye, Facebook. We'll see you next
We're
segment.
going live.
Through now, come on through now.
Welcome back to Good Morning Texas Tech. Let's jump into some sports. Starting with the NFL, Thursday Night Football saw the San Diego Chargers beat the Denver Broncos 21-13, where the Chargers were hitting on all cylinders, and yet again the Denver Broncos lose to a squad that I feel are definitely below their level. Cowboys fans should be extremely happy. That's all caps right now, I'm telling you, because not only are they completely dominant in the past few games, but they got the win at home against the Bengals 28-14, where the rookies took over again. Ezekiel Elliott going for 2 touchdowns and 134 yards, and the big man in town, Dak Prescott, throwing for 227 yards and a touchdown. So Dak attack is in full swing. However, the big thing to watch in this situation is the return of your man, Koke, Tony Romo, coming in with the coming weeks, and every Cowboys fan is talking about this, who you think should start, and we will go into that soon after the segment. After going 5-0, my Minnesota Vikings have a bye this week, but the other team to focus on is the Houston Texans, who will be taking on the Indianapolis Colts during Sunday Night Football. Finally, in the NFL, the 2 must-watch games for the week in the NFL are the Dallas Cowboys versus the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Redskins. In other sports news, we have the Chicago Cubs taking on the Dodgers in the National League Series game, and then the Blue Jays taking on the Cleveland Indians in the American League game, with the winner going to the World Series. In Tech Athletics, we covered volleyball on Wednesday as the Red Raiders came up short against Oklahoma Sooners, where the Red Raiders lost in 3 sets. However, the Red Raiders did put up a great game against the OU volleyball team. Finally, Texas Tech will face number 20, West Virginia, after a devastating loss to Kansas State. So look out for that this Saturday. Kickoff starts at 11 a.m. That was your KTXT 88.1 Good Morning Texas Tech sports update. I'm Brandon Medina. Let's go into this conversation, guys.
All right, Brandon, thank you so much for that. This is your Good Morning Texas Tech sports discussion. What do you guys want to start with? You want to start with the Cowboys? You want to start with Tech?
Oh man!
I know we have a lot of juicy stuff to talk about. Let's keep it home right now. So
Texas Tech.
Yeah, West
Texas
Virginia and Texas Tech. What do you think the outcome's going to be?
Close.
We talked about this yesterday in our show, Brandon. I predicted 45-38. I think it's going to be kind of similar to the Kansas State game this past Saturday. I think it'll be a dogfight, but I have the Red Raiders pulling out with that win.
Yeah, I have it 45-41. Kansas State played fantastic, and it just seemed like they wanted more. Texas Tech, we talked about the offense for the first time, just seemed a little stagnant. However, Mahomes threw for 500 yards again. The dude's on like track to like take the records. So
Crush it, Mahomes.
I mean, it's insane. However, West Virginia ranks number 26 in defense, and you know we don't like that. However, they rank like 65th in passing defense, so hopefully we can still get something off. So I think 45-41 will be the outcome of this one.
All right. Anybody else got some predictions? Ricky, you want to take a stab at it? See if you get the score correctly.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna go maybe 35-41 or something. I don't know.
Okay, that's good.
Good prediction.
41.
Yeah.
Which team?
I think West Virginia's gonna come out with the win. I mean, seeing as how they've played in recent years, we played against them.
They've come out and they've beaten us.
They've come out and they've
I
beaten
feel like
us.
they've always been ranked when we went against them.
Yeah. What are their rank in the Big 12
Like
right now?
22.
They're 20th right now.
Oh.
Okay. What about in
Yeah.
our conference? What are
They're in first place. They're undefeated.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah.
haven't beaten anybody. Their best win is Kansas State and BYU. I mean,
Okay, so it's not
Yeah.
it's not something too relevant.
Yeah.
It's a good team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not this year.
No?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's gonna be definitely a good game. Texas Tech definitely has
It's homecoming.
that home advantage, and it's homecoming. So I mean, they usually get all riled up and play really well when they're at home, especially with a big.
Are y'all
team
pumped
like
for the 11 a.m.
West Virginia.
kickoff?
Not so much. I'd prefer a later game, but I mean, football in the morning is never.
This is
never
the
something to
first one
complain
that's
about.
I feel like that's in the morning, so I don't think
I'm
it'll
really
be
Is it
bitter
the only
about
one
it.
that's in the
No,
morning?
yeah, I hope so because I think I would love to see the UT and OU game go at night. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's most of the games so far this year have been either in late afternoon or in the evening. So this is our
As long
first.
as it's I remember when we played TCU and it was really
Late,
hot and everybody
yeah.
got sunburned. As long as it's not that hot,
Well,
then I won't.
it was super hot and you got sunburned, or you got hypothermia from the freezing cold rain that poured on you at the beginning.
Yeah.
That's true.
Too.
Yeah.
Or the TCU game last year. Remember those huge raindrops?
Yeah.
Oh
those
my
are the
goodness!
worst.
Yeah, yeah.
Those are the worst. But hey, Facebook Live, let us know your predictions for the Texas Tech West Virginia game tomorrow. Let's move on to the Dallas Cowboys.
Uh-oh.
Brandon already talked about it. It's been we started yelling at each other at lunch the other day.
It was awesome.
It was awesome, as Haley says. Of who should be the starter, Dak or Romo. I am kind of on board with both. I don't really care who starts as a Cowboys fan as long as we win. But I'm getting tired of this notion that Tony Romo is just a bad quarterback or
Yeah.
something because
No.
he's not.
Not.
When he is healthy, which is a huge if he is healthy.
Yeah.
The dude's made out of paper though.
And glass, yes, I
Yeah.
know. But
Every morning
but
he
when
breaks
he
his
is healthy, he is an elite quarterback, and y'all just need to chill.
Well,
I know
Mm-hmm.
he's a great quarterback, but just the fact that he breaks his leg or lung or whatever every
Spine.
other week, yeah, it's not. He's not
You're
putting
only
up
as
the
good as
performance
you
that he
get the
should.
team.
Yeah.
I don't
was
know
it
if
in
that's
2014? He was ranked number 2 in QBR.
Yeah, he was the runner-up to MVP for Aaron Rodgers
Yeah,
that
so
year.
I mean, you have to give him a little credit. I'm a huge fan of Dak Prescott,
Same.
but we're not really losing. Just as long as he's healthy,
Yeah.
we're not he's still the leader that we know and expect a quarterback to be from Tony Romo. It's just that Dak Prescott is fresh, is new, it's nimble,
It's
quick.
winning.
So we automatically
Regardless who starts, the Cowboys have the best quarterback in the NFC East. We have-
backup and
yeah.
best starting.
Yes, exactly.
Regardless.
Regardless. And just to let you guys know, for any Romo haters out there, he does lead the Cowboys franchise leader in passing yards, passing touchdowns, fourth quarter comebacks, and game-winning drives.
And broken bones.
Yes.
Broken bones. Yeah.
No, yeah, I think as a fan of another team and not the Cowboys, looking from the outside in, I think you're in a good spot. I mean, you already have 4 wins, 1 loss. I think you guys should have a lot more. I think you should be 5-0 if Terrence Williams knew what was happening.
Yeah, and Cole Beasley didn't drop that touchdown.
Yeah, and I think you not only have the best running back in football, but you also have the best quarterback in Cowboys history, whether you like him or not. And so, Dak Prescott
Better than
knows
Staubach?
he knows his. By statistics, yes. I mean,
Wow.
but he just doesn't have the Super Bowls to prove it, of course.
Yeah.
However, Dak knows his role. He came out and said he knows his Tony's team. He's not dumb. He's a rookie. You're not going to take.
He
over
knows
the
he's
team.
the future.
Yeah, you're the future. But right now, just let Tony Romo let him be him. And
Let him be him.
Whether you like it or not, it's Jerry
So you
Jones.
wanna-
world.
Even though I'm
Romo.
defending Romo.
So you want him to pull a Peyton Manning where he just kind of just plays out his old.
Yeah,
games?
yeah.
Okay.
Even though I'm defending Romo, I will say this: if Prescott wins in Green Bay this weekend on Sunday, he should absolutely start the after the bye week against the Eagles. Absolutely, I will say that. So
I'll say this for Romo. He's really cute. So at least there's that.
I don't know, man. His face.
Are y'all not there?
Jessica
Y'all not there?
Simpson thought so too.
I don't know about that. I don't know. He's just kind of his face is just kind of weird looking. Not to say
I
you
don't
know.
like
He's
sure.
a down home country boy.
Yeah.
Likes
From
Reggie.
Eastern Illinois.
What I'm excited for, man, is the Cubs are finally looking really, really good again.
Cubbies,
man. I know Andrew
I had no
hates
idea.
the Cubs and he hates the Blue Jays.
What doesn't
and,
he hate?
And on the Overreaction show, he picked
Morning,
the
Texas
Cubs
Tech.
and the Blue Jays to go to the World Series. So I'm excited, man. Let's see what happens.
No comment. But I guess we're out of time here, so let's toss it over to Ricky.
Yeah, let's go ahead and toss it over to some music for those listeners out there who can't make it to the radio for whatever reason that is. And Facebook Live, that's facebook.com/The Raider 88.1. Point to the camera and say hi. Let's go ahead and throw it to some music. Sandra Smile by Blood Orange. Keep it locked to the left. You're listening to GMTT. Oh, well, there it is.
Let's talk more about sports.
No, let's talk more about music.
Yeah.
What are you gonna talk about?
Yeah, what? Don't give them everything, but give us a little taste.
Yeah, give us a
remember?
little.
Oh, I see something about Snoop Dogg. This is gonna be good.
Snoop Dogg is back in action.
Stop.
We got a little insight on Frank Ocean's album on
Okay.
contributors. Obviously, talking about B. Dylan, Bobby.
Yeah, man.
Bobby
Congrats
Dylan.
to him, bro.
Lifetime achievement.
Lifetime. That's gonna be awesome to talk about.
Yeah, dude. You know, you got a good chunk of change from it.
Really?
You really did. But I mean, it's not worth. I don't think it's not gonna estimate what he's done, but
It's a good chunk of
hey,
change.
he got an award, so
So
that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Action Bronson's gonna cook some stuff with Rachel Ray,
Oh, I like that.
and
When is Snoop Dogg gonna collab with Martha Stewart?
that's
again?
coming up.
Martha
That's my
Stewart?
absolute
Have you ever seen them on like the cooking show that they do
They have
together?
that. They're about
Funny.
to do one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
on VH1 of all places.
Snoop and his mashed potatoes.
That's the only reason why I'll watch
Yeah,
VH1.
Snoop and his mashed potatoes. That was so
So
funny.
We should
great.
call it baked potatoes.
Oh,
How to
hey.
bake
Because of
Wow.
Ah,
with the
Because
Snoop.
of drugs.
man. Yeah, you right.
Drugs are funny.
Right.
Somebody open that door because we got donuts in the way coming
What?
inbound.
Nick
Yep.
brought donuts.
Nick brought
Oh.
donuts.
Nick, hey everybody.
He bought. No, wait a
God
minute.
bless.
He bought 2 boxes full of donuts.
This
So I mean,
guy is legit.
He's a
Probably
legend.
my
He's a
favorite
legend.
person at this station.
Easily.
Easily. Okay,
Easily.
peace out, Facebook.
yeah. Nick
I'm
Hay
kidding.
needs to be on salary.
you better bring me some of those.
He needs to be
donuts.
on the payroll. Get
He
that
does.
guy on the
Why
payroll.
is he not getting paid? For everyone listening, I wish you had.
I would be
donuts.
willing to take a pay cut so Nick could have some money.
Yeah, that's
For real,
real.
let's just collectively pool.
All right.
All
All
right,
right.
bye.
We're live. You're tuned into the Jazz Hour here at KTXT the Radio 8.1. Let's go ahead and throw it off to some music news with Andy Koke. Andy, take it away.
Man, I don't know if I can back that up, but hi guys, my name is Andy Koke, and I'm here with your latest music news. Let's dive right into it. Snoop Dogg, coming off of his brand new announcement with the Martha Stewart and their new show, their new cooking show actually, announced that he's going on tour. Let's give it a hand for Snoop Dogg. He's going to be on tour with Bone Thugs and Harmony, Warren G,
Whoa.
DJ Quick, The Dog Pound, and many, many more. First show starts in South Dakota, Grand Rapids.
Wait, is he just going on tour like no new music?
I'm pretty sure he's about to put out his 14th, or he just put out his new 14th album, Kool-Aid.
14 albums.
Yeah, that's a lot, right?
Are you
It's a ton.
surprised, Haley?
I
been
can't even
around.
put my
He's a
clothes
legend.
away
He is a legend.
after I do laundry.
Thuggish, ruggish, bomb.
Related to us here at the station, Beach Slang, a garage rock band, actually just announced that Ruben Galeo, their lead guitarist, will be leaving following sexual assault allegations.
Whoa.
Beach Slang actually just released a great album. It's called A Loud Bash of Teenage Feelings, which can be heard on KTXT. This incident happened 4 years ago, apparently, and resulting from this, they decided to part way with Galeo as of right now. In other news, Action Bronson is back on the scene, the cooking scene, with Rachel Ray. He was caught making explosive crispy chicken. And if you've never seen Action Bronson, he's on Viceland. He has his own show talking about aliens while getting super stoned. Yeah, it's a great show.
That's awesome.
And but he's also a very highly trained chef. He's been practicing professionally for the past 10 years, so he's actually a very, very good cook. And I've seen some of his stuff, and he has like some Asian fusion going on. He loves that kind of stuff, so I find it very interesting. And this was a really good episode, actually, on Rachel Ray. In other news, Bob Dylan. Let's give it a round of applause for Bob Dylan getting the Nobel Prize for 2016 in literature for creating a new poetic expression within a great American song tradition, which is fantastic because he walked away with 9 million Swedish kronors, which is translates to $900,000 US dollars, which is fantastic.
9 million
he's a phenomenal songwriter, legend in most places. And Tom Waits said that no voice is greater, none. Rock and roll legend Tom Waits. So that's a little bit of insight. And then the last thing I have for you guys, you know that I'm a big Frank Ocean fan, and I love the new album that he put out, Blonde. Many contributors, especially Alex G, who did the guitar part for the pre-album called Endless. And he actually revealed that he did 2 of the songs off of the great album Blonde, which is Self-Control and White Ferrari. Alex G said that he only played the first, on the song Self-Control, he's only played the first riffs and the first couple of minutes, and then the last one didn't really pan out the way he wanted. Ocean said that he kind of wanted it in a little bit of a different format, just so it could be more soulful for Alex G to really come out of his zone. But overall, Alex G did a great job on the Endless album on top of the Blonde album. But it seems like that Frank kind of twisted it a little bit. It's not exactly what it is. So Alex G was caught saying that it was a little bit different than what he expected out of it. Mm-hmm. But overall, it was to contribute the whole entire album, which if you haven't heard Blonde, you're really missing out. It's a phenomenal album.
It's a great album.
But yeah, that's it for me for music news, guys.
Yeah, speaking about albums, I know Two Door Cinema Club is releasing their new one today, and I'm super pumped about that because, they're one of my favorite indie bands. But the game show comes out later today. I haven't checked Spotify, but it should be out later today, so I'm going to definitely check that out. So, speaking of music, we're going to have a live music performance here by Caleb Wilborn. He's here in studio right now, so don't go anywhere, guys, for that live performance. Go ahead and kick it off to some music. TV Queen by Wild Nothing. Don't go anywhere. Keep it locked to the left.
Thank you so much.
So, welcome to the behind the scenes of Good Morning Texas Tech on Friday. Facebook audience, be sure to tune in. Let us know what questions you have. We've been talking about what have we been talking about? They did something about sports. So much important stuff. Anyway, We've got, Tony Romo's cute. That's all I got out of it. I have to go with my news director on that one. I will say that Tony Romo is indeed cute. So we're getting set up for a live segment. Who is it that we're going to have in the studio, guys? Who's in the studio?
Wilborn.
How do you spell his last name? Do you know?
Yeah, like that.
Are you sure? Without the E? Okay, no E. And do me a favor, if somebody will make sure to get his picture in front of our step and repeat so we can post that to our social media. Somebody has to do the work around here. Anyway, welcome along. It's a nice foggy morning here in West Texas, America. We certainly appreciate you checking in with us this morning. Be sure to post a comment, ask a question, and we'll do our best to answer it on the radio.
Fog's going to clear out, PG?
Fog will clear out. Stay tuned. We got news and weather coming up next. But, I'll give you a preview of the forecast. It's going to be a nice day. Eventually, the fog and clouds will burn off, and we'll be getting into the upper 70s, lower 80s today. Tomorrow, even better. Back into the 90s by the start of the week.
Third week of October and
I know. But trust me, the cold air is coming. And once it gets here, it's going to stay with a vengeance. Anyway, check us out on Facebook, Twitter paid about it. But they're getting set up in that other studio, so I'm just filling the dead air. Now, a lot of folks wondering, why can't we hear the songs on Facebook? Well, due to copyright issues. So what we're trying to do is fill that interstitial with a little bit of commentary as to what's going on. So our Facebook audience gets to see what's going on behind the scenes. So right now I'm just filling time until we go to the news. Nick Hay brought us some donuts this morning. Thanks to our friends over at Donut Depot. Which location, by the way? The one on 34th? So 34th off of... a little bit louder there, Ricky. My live mic didn't pick up your swearing just then. So anyway. All right, we're going to switch the mics back over and get ready for news. Stay tuned. More Good Morning Texas Tech just ahead.
All right. Good morning, Texas Tech. I'm Haylee, and this is your half-hour KTXT news update. President Obama says Texas leaders are partly to blame for the craziness that's led to the rise of Donald Trump. Last night in Ohio, the president cited the failure of Texas Governor Abbott and Texas Senator Ted Cruz to tamp down concerns over Operation Jade Helm. Last year, Abbott ordered the Texas National Guard to monitor the military training exercises after conspiracy theorists claimed that Obama would declare martial law in Texas and U.S. troops would take over. Obama says Texas leaders took it seriously, adding, "This is in the swamp of craziness that has been fed over and over again." Dallas taxpayers may be on the hook for over $1 billion needed to bail out the police and fire pension fund. Trustees were told yesterday that the fund will become insolvent by 2027 instead of 2030. And the new amount needed for a taxpayer bailout is over $1 billion compared to a previous estimate of $650 million. Employees will vote next month on proposed changes to the fund. The Texas Nationalist Movement's executive director is reportedly in Europe this week, meeting with officials on the TMN's efforts to get Texas to secede from the Union. The website says Nate Smith will have a face-to-face with members of France's Republican Popular Union, and he will also be talking with a prominent leader of the Brexit movement in England. The Texas Nationalist Movement claims it has over 300,000 Texans pledged to vote for its independence. And finally, cabins are available at the Texas gas station in Bastrop, a tribute to the 1974 horror classic, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. A motel, restaurant, and museum at one of the film's key shooting locations opened quietly last weekend. The dilapidated Last Chance gas station used in the movie has been expanded to include brand new tourist cabins and a barbecue restaurant that serves pork and beef, not humans. That does it for your KTXT News Update. Here is DG with your weather.
Thanks, Haley. The National Weather Service forecast for Lubbock and vicinity. Some patchy fog early this morning, then partly cloudy conditions expecting with mostly sunny conditions by this afternoon. Highs today in the upper 70s. South winds 15 to 20 miles per hour expected later today. Mostly clear tonight, lows in the low 60s. And sunny and warmer tomorrow. High Saturday in the upper 80s. Might actually see 90 degrees on Sunday. Currently outside in Lubbock, some fog and mist reducing visibility to a half mile. 60 degrees officially out at the airport. Wind chill, about 58 degrees. You might need a jacket as you head out this morning, but after all, it's going to be a great day here on the South Plains. Now over to Ricky C. and company for Good Morning Texas Tech. I think we got some live music. Tell us what's going on, Ricky.
That's right. We got Caleb Wilborn here in studio right now going to play us some live music this lovely Friday. Andy Koke, the music director here, was so kind enough to have or bring him on air this morning.
He's actually, I met Caleb through Austin Adams.
Oh,
He's a
really?
good friend of Austin.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So, met him at, what was it, this truck stop, right? Or not truck stop, the food truck, festival?
Yeah, every second Saturday downtown, there's a place called Rooster's Food Truck Yard that sets up. It's a really fun place to hang out. There's live music all day, free beer, actually, and tons of food trucks that set up. Every second Saturday, it's just off Q in Maine. It's like 1602 Main Street, but play out there all the time, and yeah, it's a good time. Why don't you come out?
Sweet. What's your first song you're going to play?
This first song I'm going to play is a song I wrote called Waste Away.
All right, let's get to it.
All
this
right.
is Caleb Wilborn on KTXT 88.1 The Raider.
So walk with me. I know that the road will be bumpy, but if you stay with me, I can promise you'll never be lonely. 'Cause lately I've been on a mission to waste all of the time I should be spending. If I had someone to spend it with, this time I'd waste your go by quick. Sure, go by quick. So come down and waste away with me. We can hide from the horrors of reality. We can make plans for a brighter day. But for now, let's sit and waste away. We'll waste away. We'll waste away. And this is not the way that I planned for things to be. But I watched those plans I made unfold right in front of me. So it's back to the drawing board. It's back to square one. But I'm so glad this new beginning has begun, because before I was so scared of what was coming. I was so scared I would amount to nothing. I wanna be something. So come down and waste away with me. We can hide from the horrors of reality. We can make plans for a brighter day. For now, let's sit and waste away. We'll waste away. We'll waste away.
Wow, that was absolutely beautiful. Not going to lie to you there. For those of you tuning in right now, that is Caleb Wilborn here performing live in studio. Thank you so much, Caleb, for that beautiful song. And for those tuning into Facebook, I recommend you guys listening to the radio to also tune into our Facebook live stream. That's facebook.com/The Raider 88.1, where you can see him performing live here in studio. Caleb, do you have any other songs to perform for us this morning?
Yeah, I've got one more I'm going to play, but I'm going to take a second to just tune up my guitar real quick.
All right,
but
no
this
problem.
next song is called Like a Dog. It's my most recent song I've written. Kind of wrote it about a girl I was talking to recently, and I've kind of been known to take a little more than I should in relationships. And my roommate kind of made a comment to me one day when I was telling him that she had a dog. I said, "Yeah, he's a good dog," and he said, "Yeah, so are you." So I wrote a little song about that. So
Awesome. Is it going to remind me of past relationships and keep me thinking throughout the day?
It might.
I'm gonna have to call my ex-girlfriend.
But it's a little funky. It's a good tune. So
Okay, cool.
It doesn't sound like a bad song, or sad song, I guess.
Awesome. Well, Caleb Wilborn here in the studio, everyone. Take it away, Caleb, and soothe our lovely audience this morning.
All right, the song's called Like a Dog.
You're made of diamonds, but that means your heart's made of stone. Got no problem with leaving me here alone. I always told myself I could do better than this. But that feeling that you give me is like some sort of forbidden bliss. So I let you treat me like a dog. Like a dog, I can't walk out on my own. So tie me to your leash and walk along. Now I'm sitting here scratching outside your door. Making a fool of myself just to get one night more. I know there's some things that are wrong with my brain. But I never leave you out here in the pouring rain. Still I let you treat me like a dog. But like a dog I can't walk out on my own. So tie me to your leash and walk along.
Another great song here by Caleb Wilborn here in the studio for Good Morning Texas Tech. Caleb, thanks so much for performing for us this lovely morning. That was definitely a really good song. I love that one. Yeah, I felt the lyrics on that one and the previous one. So again, thank you so much for performing. Do you want to tell the audience again about the event that happens on Saturday? You said?
Yeah, and I've actually I'm going to be playing somewhere tonight and tomorrow night.
Oh, okay.
there's a taco truck that sets up on Broadway. It's just down the street from Cricket's at that copy outlet store in that parking lot, if you know what you're talking about. If you're on Broadway, you'll be able to see the lights, but I play there from midnight to 2:30 every Friday and Saturday night. Great way to come in the night if you're chilling on Broadway. Come get a taco, hear some live music. And
All right. Do you have any social media or maybe a SoundCloud that you'd like to tell the audience to check you out on?
I do have a SoundCloud with some so-so recordings I made myself. It is soundcloud.com/C_Wilborn, and Wilborn is WILBOURN. And you can also find me on Facebook, accept pretty much all friend requests. If you want to just follow me, I post anywhere like that I'm going to play. So just add me as a friend.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Caleb. Let's go ahead and kick it off to some music before we go to Dabbing at DG with some more ridiculous apps. Say Yeah by Kishi Bashi. Keep it locked to Lift here on the Raider 88.1.
And good morning, Facebook. That was a pretty awesome set by, what was his name? Caleb Wilborn. I'm still trying to figure out how he spells his name, but anyway. We've got some professors joining us this morning. They found the scent of donuts and followed it straight into our studio. So it's great.
Perfect.
But good morning to Abel Medina, Veronica Barranco Marks. Who else have we had jump in today? Let's see here. I'm going through the list. Of course, Laura. She's on her way down to Dallas.
Ooh, that's fun. I wish I
Carla
could go to
Reyes
Dallas.
Medina. And who else have we had check in? So you can weigh in too
Abel
here on
Medina.
Facebook. I'm going to wave
Yeah,
to the camera.
shout out to my awesome mother, Veronica.
Yeah, shout out to my mom. She's listening the whole time. Hope
My
you're
mom
proud of me,
doesn't
Mom.
listen to me.
Shout out to my
Yeah,
pops.
I think my
Medina.
mom's heard enough of my guff, so she doesn't listen on Facebook.
Yeah.
But anyway.
What is she listen on the radio?
She listens on the radio. She'll tell me, "Yeah, I heard you the other day going off about whatever."
Whatever.
Thanks, Mom.
Sounds about
Yeah,
right.
She
I listen to y'all on the radio.
That's
pretty good.
Driving in.
Yeah. Listen to the TuneIn app if that's any
She
consultation.
doesn't need consultation.
Consolation.
I was gonna say.
Consultation. Wow, what's that?
Consultation
Isn't that
with
something
doctors.
else? Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go. Wow. Well, I mean,
doctor
I was
gives you a
almost
consultation.
a doctor, so
No,
I guess I
what?
could half use it.
When were you almost?
Well, I studied
don't have to
I
got
studied
it
From
outside.
ITT.
I
You
studied
watched Grey's Anatomy a couple times.
I studied medicine for a little bit, and by medicine I mean biology.
Did you study medicine or like the
Biology,
basics of science?
yeah.
Man, Haley is trying to be savage.
Well, hey,
this
I grew up.
morning.
So
I grew up because
And
my
crafted
dad's a
in China.
physician, so
Oh, that's cool.
technically
I wanted to be a doctor. My mom told me I'd have better chance playing one on TV.
My dad wanted me to be a
Shane's
doctor,
playing one on TV.
but I went radio.
So did he
Go
know he
radio,
was
there's
getting
more
the
money in
Nobel
that.
before he canceled his show here in Lubbock? That's all I want to know.
DG's not talking to us.
DG.
I'm sorry. I'm talking to professors. What was the question?
Don't worry.
Is that
Talk
Jared
to the
Foster?
professors. It is
Yes, it is
Jared
Professor
Jared
Foster. Does he want some airtime?
Dr. Jared Foster, Cam Stone.
Ooh,
both here
Doc
in the
Rock.
house.
Doc Rock.
Yeah.
Professor
From
Foster
the
has a
Stone
little
Age.
miniature
Rock and
guitar.
Raider
Just
radio
out of
show.
camera shot, which is probably a good thing.
There they are.
There we
Look
go.
at
There he
that.
is. Ooh, cameo.
Aw.
Ha, get it?
Cameo.
Cameo.
That rocks.
Man. Man, I should just.
Yep,
What
don't
is
say
this?
it.
Stick to radio.
Foster needs to hook us up with some action shots of us doing our show here.
Yeah.
He's an excellent photographer.
Abel Medina says, "Good morning, DG. Great show as always. I will not take. Well, no, I should take credit. I am the manager.
He said, "Well, you know what?
Well, actually, yeah, I'll take
my
that.
students, my students work very hard.
Also, he also
Meanwhile,
said,
I hardly work.
Caleb, he
so.
said you have a John Mayer sound. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, you're a Dead and Company fan, so I think you would love that."
I could see that, yeah.
I definitely appreciate the compliment, for sure.
I don't know how you feel
love
about
John
Matchbox
Mayer,
20, but I was
Been one
listening
of
to
my favorite singer-songwriters from
He's a terrific
I'm right there
singer.
with you, Haley. I had the same thought.
What about what?
Matchbox
Like
20.
a Rob
That's the
Thomas
voice
feel?
for
Yeah,
it.
like Rob Thomas.
I like that.
Rob Thomas.
Solid.
It's 3 a.m.
Also,
Well,
I like your curly hair.
don't forget, this weekend is homecoming, so we want to welcome everyone that's traveled from afar back to Raiderland.
That's right. We also got that parade going on at 6 p.m.
Hey.
tonight. With
Why don't we have a
Vic
float
Vader.
in that?
Yeah, why don't we have a KTXT parade float?
Why aren't we
Are
involved?
you kidding? You kids destroy the remote gear. Why would I want to
Hey,
create
hey,
a
hey,
float?
hey, hey,
That's really
hey, hey, hey. I take care of
That's
that.
a good
thing.
point.
Hey,
Although
stay-
that is a good point. We would have to have a station vehicle in order to tow it.
We
you
can just
know,
make
so.
it like a big radio,
have a
like a
giant
boombox.
van.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that boombox you have. Remember that boombox?
Like
We can
it-
make
why
it.
don't we turn-
we can model it after the boombox.
We could turn
That would be a
DG's
good
van
idea.
into a giant boombox.
All right.
right.
We're
gonna
she's
go on-
gotta switch the mics back.
Go on to dabbing at
Facebook.
DG.
So y'all need.
Good morning, Texas Tech. For those of you who are tuning in right now, you're listening to Good Morning Texas Tech here on the Raider 88.1. We just had wonderful live music by Mr. Caleb Wilborn and music news and such. But we're getting out to the gritty, meaty stuff of the things right now, where DG, again, has some ridiculous apps that he created and that he's going to dab back at us with these
ridiculous apps.
He's really excited about this.
Yeah, he's really eminent about these apps. So let's go ahead and see what
I
he
don't think
has
they're ridiculous.
cooking in his noodle
I
right
think they're
now,
wonderful.
stirring around,
Stirring around.
in DG's noodle.
All right, my first app is called the DP app.
Dr.
DP.
Pepper app.
Easy.
Oh, that was too easy.
What does that do? Is it just a button?
It locates the nearest source of Dr. Pepper available.
Have you ever
I
seen?
love
You know
that.
that reminds me.
Easiest
Have you ever seen
Fabulous.
those Amazon clickers where it's like you can click like a button for like whatever and it ships it to you
Yeah,
immediately?
like
That's
a-
what I think.
Yeah,
about.
the quick ship app.
Yeah, those things.
The quick ship link. I
Yeah.
better be careful.
Yeah,
how
let's
I
be
say
careful
that.
there. That was a close one.
It was. All right, here's my next one, and Haley, you can't give this one away because I think
All right.
I gave it to you already. But okay, gentlemen, here's the other app, Instagram.
Whoa, like
What?
Like graham crackers.
Wait, what?
Maybe
like instant cookies.
you tell me. Instagram.
Can you find graham crackers in your local area?
Yes, that's exactly what it's for. So you can make
Are all of
Insta
these food or
s'mores.
drink
All of
related?
these, all of these are like fine
Really?
foods and drink.
Yeah.
Paige, are you
already
kidding?
hungry.
I
No.
asked you for 10 minutes what that was. That's what that app is? You've got to be joking. Come on.
Yeah, Haley was all over Instagram. We already have Instagram. I'm like, no. It's Instagram. And she,
How do you spell? Is it
Instant graham
spelled the
crackers?
same way?
like graham crackers.
Instant graham or
First you have the
Insta-
graham, then you have the
Graham,
mallow,
right?
then you have the chocolate.
Mallow.
Graham Harrell. Eat
I
it.
predicted
Y'all have
to
never
be-
seen.
And then Graham Harrell eats it.
I predict
Yeah.
it to be like kind of like
Pathetic
Uber,
girl.
like whoever has like a certified box of
What-
graham crackers in that area is like, oh, they come to your door like, here, take it.
You take it.
It would, it'd be, if you could have a graham cracker triple arm.
What if it was
graham
like?
crackers
What if it
within
was
range.
like Instagram, but it like instantly ships you telephones? Because Alexander
Stop
Graham
it
Bell.
right now.
Right.
Stop it
Yeah.
right now.
Exactly.
Shading
Right.
some history out there. Come on, give me some credit.
Okay, here's another one. T-Ender.
What is going on? What?
DJ.
You
What?
spell it T-I-N-D-E-R.
Ti.
That's Tinder.
T-Ender.
No.
That's Tinder.
T-Ender.
T Ender.
Thai.
Like,
Is it like Thai food?
is
No.
it like to tell people when you're done drinking your tea?
No, it's T-I.
That's what I was gonna guess.
Wait, Ti
When you're done listening to
N-D-E-R?
a,
Is that
to
what
a
he said?
T.I. album?
T-Ender.
E-N-D-E-R.
Is it? There's there like a slash or like a dash? T dash.
No,
I-N-D-E-R?
no. It's just
I finished listening to T.I.'s new
T-I-N-D-E-R.
album.
T-Ender.
You gotta post it.
Okay, so Haley, help me out here. The actual Tinder app that most people use, what's it for?
Is it to
It
buy
is
firewood?
to find your soulmate. No, I'm just
Okay.
kidding. It's a
Yeah.
hookup app.
And how do you use it? How do you use it?
One
Swipe.
creates a profile and swipes right. To
So you go through these profiles
Select.
and you either swipe the pictures.
Is it Tinder
swipe
for
right.
firewood? It's like I don't know.
No.
This wood looks good. Swipe left.
It's the
Where's
same
the wood?
it's the same basic concept as Tinder, but T-Ender, you have pictures of various flavored teas.
That's
God,
amazing.
America.
That's amazing.
That's not even
Okay.
how you
So
spell
close.
T
That's
and
pretty good.
T.
I know.
That's
That's
pretty
what I'm
good.
saying. I'm
TNT.
going with what works, and I don't have to create a marketing budget for this one because it's already out there.
broken.
That sounds great.
But so
I kinda
you
guessed it
think
for
of
tea.
all of the
Boba
favorite
tea.
places where you eat in town that have great tea. You take a picture of that and save it for later. And so instead of having, it's a hookup for tea, basically.
It's a hookup.
You could swipe left or swipe right.
Can that
I'm feeling
please
That is the
JMB
existential
today.
quote of the
make
morning.
that like the quote that you
It's
see
the
when you
hookup
open
for
up
tea.
the app. Like it's
Tune
the
into
hookup
the Raider
for tea.
88.
The hookup for
Good Morning
tea.
Texas Tech. And
Ooh, I have a
give you the
joke, but I don't know if I can
inside
say
details
it.
of
But
the
you know,
just keep it out fair.
this app would be really good. You'd be useful in the summer when it's really hot and you're going, man, I could really go for some tea.
Does it work in Asia?
It could, yeah.
Man, I think
You
it
haven't
would go
started
off.
expanding yet?
What are you doing in radio then, DJ?
Right now, it's
Why aren't
just
you just
Lubbock.
making apps?
I'm just an idea man. I'm just
Come
an
on.
idea
That's
man.
why he's a manager. He
I
comes
just
up with
manage.
stuff, but
I
he
just
doesn't
create
actually do
ideas. Y'all
anything.
implement them. So
Yeah.
anyway, but yeah, Tea Ender.
What's your next one,
Ender.
boss?
And you could also have
We're still
like
talking about it.
a sub button subgroup for lemonade and
Ooh,
other
I like
flavored
that.
drinks. you know.
Arnold Palmer's.
Yeah,
Lemonade.
see,
All
you're
day.
catching on.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Why would you laugh? You're so mean.
R.I.P.
Next one.
What do we got else on the chopping block?
That's pretty much all I came up with this week.
Jeez, are
I
you
was
kidding?
busy.
Three apps?
I'm busy. I've been busy.
Deej, right? What is
Really?
happening?
Just 2?
No, there was three.
Three.
The
Oh, it's
DPI.
3. Oh, I can't count.
It was
three.
almost 2. It felt
I
like
think
2.
I came up with these over lunch the other day. That's probably why they're all related to food. But I don't think they're ridiculous apps. I mean, people my age would like to have these kind of apps because they're useful.
Okay.
Just like your apps for you young folks, you millennials are useful. These would be apps for us older
You
folks.
young folks.
You know what? Speaking of millennials, do you know how old Kablam is? Do you remember Kablam?
Who's Kablam?
The show Kablam. Kablam.
I don't remember.
Blam. Is it like
Does
MASH?
anybody remember
I
Kablam?
don't know what you're
Channel
talking
I
is
about.
remember it.
Is it from the
Nickelodeon.
days of MASH?
Stop.
You know how old it is? It's 20 years old. It turned 20 yesterday.
Oh, did you hear that SpongeBob is stopping
Yes.
shows?
Wait,
next
no,
year?
like
Is it next year? Or is
wait,
it this
like
year?
for real? Like that's
No, I
For
think
real.
it's like October
Like they're gonna
17th.
still play it, but it's like the series will end.
When
like
is it?
confirmed done.
No, confirmed. Like they're stopping the series of SpongeBob SquarePants.
What?
I think it's like.
when they first invented
I'm-
SpongeBob
what's the date?
SquarePants.
What's the date right now?
no,
so
dude, you're
Okay,
lying to me.
I think it's in 3 days. They're gonna stop. Like it's the last episode.
Please tell me you're
Come
lying.
on, man. That show started in the 90s.
Yeah, but I mean, it could go on like The Simpsons. It'd be The Simpsons of child's cartoons.
It's had a long run, man.
I mean,
think
so did The
As old as
Simpsons.
we are.
Simpsons was around twice as long as SpongeBob.
Yeah, so why can't SpongeBob be around
Because
twice
the
as long as The
Simpsons have
Simpsons?
better writers, and it's not a child's show. Like, I'm sorry.
SpongeBob
But I
It
mean,
has
but I mean,
not- it has
SpongeBob is
shit.
like it's a
I would
good
have to
show.
disagree there.
Expensive.
I mean, now
Koke.
it's not as good as it used to be, like the first 4 seasons.
Exactly.
Yeah, because we're not 6 anymore.
No,
Do you know where Simpsons
I
actually
still
came
watch.
from?
Some of
I
us
still watch
are.
SpongeBob. What?
Do y'all know where Simpsons actually came from? The first show that The Simpsons was on?
No.
Noise.
Really? Anybody in here know? I can't remember the comedian.
Seinfeld?
It was not Seinfeld, no. It wasn't MTV.
Conan O'Brien?
No, it wasn't Conan O'Brien. You probably would never. We can't even remember. It's been that long ago.
Can't believe you said that.
The something show.
Well, that's specific.
Well, Ralph Adam Barrera on Facebook said they should
Rafa.
make an app for breakfast tacos.
Of course
I
he
am
would.
all about that. I'm all
I
about
was
that.
I was
Gotta go down
expecting
to
him
the
to
Dirty
say
Dead Sea for the best
chili,
ones.
because Rafa is known
Tracy
for his
Ullman.
Wasn't that in
Tracy
his
Ullman
bio
show.
on KTXT-FM.org that he's like the master of tacos or something like
Rafa
that?
and chili.
is the
Don't forget
bomb.
chili.
Yeah, and chili.
And
So The Simpsons actually premiered on the Tracy Ullman show back on the Fox network in the mid to late 80s.
wow.
And it was so popular, they got more positive response from the interstitials where The Simpsons were than the show itself. And so the Fox officials said, well, let's take this animated thing by, who was the cartoonist? Matt Groening. And let's turn it into its own show. So The Simpsons has been running since the late 80s. SpongeBob didn't start until what, the mid 90s? So,
No, like 99 or something
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
late 90s.
and yeah, I would agree that The Simpsons has changed because, like all things, it's a much different audience than it was back in the 80s. But I would say it was a kid show, even though it would have been inappropriate content for a children's show. All my friends in high school watched it, and
Yeah,
all
but back
my
in the-
siblings watched it. I mean, it was the best kid show around for a while.
I mean,
It was a different time in the 90s too, because even like, and I hate to like use this as an example, but like WWE wrestling was pretty like
huge.
The Attitude
huge,
Era.
and
Yeah.
My mom
it was pretty
would,
like sketchy too. Like there was a lot of like kind of nudity almost kind of stuff. There was a lot of
inappropriate.
cussing. It was inappropriate, but it was still like a kid's.
If my mom had a date the night that wrestling was on, she would end the date early so she could go home.
No,
and watch
wrestling was the best.
Yo, Miss Uptergrove.
I get my dating styles from my mother.
You gotta get home to watch Stone Cold.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
She would end school
She,
like class
she would
early?
be dates.
Dates. Oh,
like she
to
was
go watch
yeah.
wrestling?
Yep, she'd tell him like because she was in high school or whatever. She's like, I have a curfew. I have to be home by like
I've already ordered the pay-per-view. I can't, like, I'm wasting
I'm wasting my If it was a bad day, you get Stone Cold Steve Austin Stunner, boy.
Yeah, the rock bottom.
Well, it seems that all of our childhood shows are coming to an end, and that just is another indication that we're getting old.
So is our childhood.
You're right.
So that's cool.
My childhood is just getting started.
Yes.
That's heartwarming.
That's what they call about. Never mind.
All right. Well, before we have
some of Lubbock's finest in blue were talking to me about that the other day, and never mind.
Well, before we get into a little pity party here and start reflecting back on our youth, let's go ahead and end this segment here. Thank you guys so much for listening and tuning in. For those of you now tuning in, we are Good Morning Texas Tech, and we also have Facebook Live for those specialty shows like Good Morning Texas Tech, The Overreaction, Polar Opposites. All of those, you'll be able to check us live here on the Raider 88.1 on Facebook. So now you don't have to have a radio, but you can now listen to us live and see the faces behind your favorite KTXT shows. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm Ricky C.
I'm Andrew Marks. Thank you so much, everybody who's watching. Shout out to Kelly Shores, who's watching in Michigan. So,
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm Andy Koke. Shout out to Brian Jimenez.
Yeah. We love you, Brian.
It's your boy, Brandon Big Papi Medina. Shout out to my mom and my dad out there in San Antonio.
Hi, Mrs. Medina.
You rock, Mom. Bye, everybody. I'm Haylee Uptergrove, and I do your news update. And I don't have anyone to shout out because nobody's listening.
Oh, wow.
Forever alone.
Gosh.
It's fine.
Then we have DG.
So I guess I'll mop it up. I'll wrap it up. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in to Good Morning Texas Tech here on the Raider 88.1, Lubbock, Texas. This is student radio coming from the College of Media and Communication at Texas Tech University. Program note: we won't be here next week. We're going to Philly.
Ooh.
So
we awesome.
Philadelphia. Wednesday and Friday's version of Good Morning Texas Tech on hiatus until we get back the week following. But we'll check out our website, our social medias. We'll be doing updates as we're going to the city of brotherly love.
And Philly cheesesteaks.
That's right.
City of Philly cheesesteaks is what I.
Good luck to our Raiders as they play our homecoming game this weekend. And if you're coming from afar, welcome back to Raiderland. Come check us out. We're in the Media and Communications building on the 3rd floor. We'd love to give you a tour.
Hi, guys.
Take care. Good morning.
Good morning, Texas Tech.
Good morning. Good morning.
See you
And goodbye.
guys. Stay safe out there.